Hello, this is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, bringing you a Jeskai Dragons in Modern build that I'm working on, testing out some new Avatar, The Last Airbender cards. Jumping right to those cards, we have Abandoned Attachments, Ran and Shaw, and Wan Shitong Librarian. So the idea of this deck is we want to slow our opponent down using various taxing techniques, whether it be High Noon to keep them to one spell a turn, Clarion Conqueror to shut down activated abilities, artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers. Temporary Lockdown is a nice reset button against a lot of the decks out there. Dragon Turtle, baby. You know I love me some Dragon Turtle. If we're up against a single big creature, you can tap it down. So we're literally just trying to buy time until we can stick our big finishers. So we want instant speed ways of playing on our opponent's turn. And that's where Abandoned Attachments comes in, as well as Wan Shi Tong Librarian. So this allows us to keep digging, as well as putting a lesson and maybe a dragon into the graveyard, so that Ran and Shaw comes down with a copy of itself. Wan Shi Tong, obviously with Flash, we can cast it on our opponent's turn. Magmatic Hellkite to fight against some big mana bases out there. Glorybringer, best dragon in Modern. Rolling Dragonstorm, man, the rug that ties the room together. Stick that on turn 2. Start drawing some cards. Be aware that Temporary Lockdown is a bit of a non-bow with these two cards here, so play around that carefully. If you are playing towards a Temporary Lockdown, you might not want to run out of High Noon or Rolling Dragonstorm until after you've cast a Temporary Lockdown. Other times it's kind of a necessary evil that once your opponent does deal with the Temporary Lockdown, if they do, you get it all back, and if they don't deal with it, oftentimes that means we're winning. 25 lands, a lot of Surveil lands, Otawara, good catch-all, Vajana, a little bit of a kill spell there. And that's the deck. It's really fun. I've played a Jeskai Dragons deck like this before. You can check out my YouTube channel, Johnny Cycles, or over at cyclesgaming.com. You can read the article. This is just a tweaked version using the Avatar cards. I played a single match with it. It was really fun. I managed to get a double Ran and Shaw. Firebending, man. I think firebending is more busted than people are giving it credit for. I think you see only red and you start to think, okay, well, if it's only red, there are only so many things you can do at instant speed with red. But we use some of the mana to use Otawara during combat. I just think there are a lot of ways to use firebending that people haven't quite figured out yet, and I can't wait to keep exploring it. And the sideboard, the best part about being in blue other than card draw and Dragon Turtle, of course, is counter magic. So we have some answers to the unfair decks and Force and Negation, Counterspell, Spell Pierce. Rest in Peace against the Graveyard, Brotherhood's End against Affinity and Go Wide strategies, and then a little bit more Artifact and Enchantment hate with Wear Tear. I have some reservations about the big Eldrazi and Amulet Titan decks out there. I think we might just be too slow, too uninteractive. But otherwise, I think it's pretty good against the field with our ways of slowing people down, with High Noon, Temporary Lockdown, as well as some of the hate in our sideboard. And we can finish pretty quickly with our dragons. All right, let me know in the comments what you think. Hope you enjoy the gameplay as I post it to my channel. Click that subscribe button so you get the alerts when the games go up, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.